Chapter 1. Ebony Departure, Glimmers of Reunion. The biting chill of a late autumn morning clung to the air, a week before Christmas 2025. Jet, a sleek aspen with a coat the color of polished obsidian, shivered, not entirely from the cold. She lay nestled beside Blackie, her brother, under the rickety porch of their master's humble home. Blackie, a scruffy, charcoal-furred aspen, was unusually still. His breathing, normally a steady, reassuring rhythm, was now shallow and erratic, a fluttering whisper against the encroaching silence. Jet nudged him gently with her nose, a soft whine escaping her throat. Blackie didn't respond. Panic flared in Jet's chest, a cold dread that seeped into her bones. They had been inseparable since birth, two peas in a pod, sharing scraps, chasing butterflies, and weathering countless thunderstorms huddled together for comfort. Now a chasm was opening between them, an icy void she couldn't bridge. Their master, a kind-faced man with weathered hands, emerged from the house, a steaming mug clutched in his grip. He knelt beside them, his brow furrowing as he observed Blackie's labored breaths. A shadow of understanding crossed his face, a deep sadness that mirrored Jet's own growing despair. He gently stroked Blackie's fur, whispering words of comfort that Jet couldn't quite understand, but felt nonetheless. The air grew heavy with unspoken grief. The minutes ticked by, each one an agonizing eternity. Then, with a final shuddering sigh, Blackie stilled. His eyes, once bright and full of mischief, glazed over, reflecting the somber sky above. Jet whimpered, a heart-wrenching sound that tore through the morning stillness. She nuzzled Blackie's lifeless body, desperately trying to rouse him, but he remained unresponsive. The warmth that had always radiated from him was gone, replaced by an unbearable coldness. Time seemed to warp and bend. Jet stayed by Blackie's side, oblivious to the passing hours, lost in a haze of grief. Their master eventually coaxed her inside, offering her food and water, but Jet refused to eat or drink. The world had lost its flavor, its color, its joy. Blackie was gone, and with him, a part of Jet had died too. Days turned into an agonizing blur. Jet wandered aimlessly around the house, her tail drooping, her eyes vacant. She refused to play, to chase squirrels, to engage in any of the activities that had once brought her so much pleasure. The house felt empty, hollow, haunted by the ghost of Blackie's playful barks and clumsy paws. Her master, his heart aching for her, tried everything he could think of to lift her spirits. He took her on long walks through the woods, hoping the familiar scents and sights would spark some flicker of joy, but Jet remained listless, dragging her feet along the path, her gaze fixed on the ground. He spoke to her in soothing tones, sharing memories of Blackie, but his words seemed to fall on deaf ears. Jet was lost in her grief, a prisoner of her own sorrow. One evening, as Jet lay curled up in her bed, a faint stirring caught her attention. She lifted her head, her ears perked, and listened intently. The sound was coming from the corner of the room, from the whelping box where her mother, Luna, lay heavily pregnant. Luna shifted, a soft groan escaping her lips. Jet watched, her curiosity piqued. Luna's belly was swollen, round and full of life. A wave of unexpected emotion washed over Jet, a flicker of hope, a spark of anticipation. Luna was carrying new life, new possibilities. It was a reminder that even in the face of death, life continued, relentlessly, stubbornly. Their master entered the room, a gentle smile on his face. He knelt beside Luna, stroking her fur, and then turned to Jet, his eyes filled with fun. "Luna's time is near, Jet," he said softly. "Soon there will be new puppies in the house, new friends for you." Jet tilted her head, her gaze fixed on Luna's swollen belly. The thought of new companions, of